The idea that Canadians don't want Jagmeet Singh as their Prime Minister because of his Indian heritage and perceived ties to Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi is an argument that has stirred public debate. However, the underlying reasons behind Singh's popularity or lack thereof are far more complex. Reducing it to questions of ethnicity or international associations overlooks the broader dynamics of Canadian politics, Singh's leadership, and the policies he stands for. In this article, we will explore whether Singh's ethnicity, his religion, and his alleged connections to Modi truly play a role in shaping public opinion or if there are other political, social, and economic factors at play. Slumdog investigates. Slumdog goes deep throat to get the information from Untouchables. Untouchable Slumdog. Remember the name. To get all the updates, please like, share, click on bell icon, comment on the video, and subscribe the video. Jagmeet Singh's political journey. Jagmeet Singh, the leader of the New Democratic Party, NDP, is the first person of a visible minority group to lead a major federal political party in Canada. Born in Ontario to parents of Indian origin, Singh's rise to leadership has been celebrated as a milestone for diversity in Canadian politics. However, Singh's Sikh identity has often been a focal point in public discourse. As a practicing Sikh who wears a turban and a kirpan, Singh's appearance is distinct in Canadian politics. Despite Canada's reputation as a multicultural society, Singh has faced racial discrimination and xenophobic comments throughout his career. Nevertheless, Singh has remained steadfast in his pursuit of policies that resonate with working-class Canadians and progressive voters. The Modi connection, a controversial association. One of the more controversial points raised by critics is Singh's alleged connection to Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. While there is no substantial evidence that Singh is personally aligned with Modi's politics, some critics claim that Singh's Indian heritage and his ties to the Indian diaspora make him susceptible to influence from India's political elite. However, this argument is fundamentally flawed. In fact, Singh has openly criticized Modi on several occasions, particularly regarding the treatment of Sikhs in India and the Indian government's response to human rights violations. His positions on key issues such as Kashmir and farmers' protests have drawn sharp lines between himself and the Modi administration. The perception of Singh as a friend of Modi is more rooted in misconceptions and a lack of understanding of Singh's actual political positions. By painting Singh with the broad brush of being an Indian politician rather than focusing on his distinct stance as a Canadian leader, these arguments fail to consider Singh's nuanced policy positions and his vocal opposition to some of Modi's actions. Multiculturalism in Canada, a double-edged sword. Canada is widely celebrated for its multiculturalism, yet it's undeniable that certain segments of the population remain skeptical of a prime minister who is not only a person of color but also wears a turban. For some, Singh's visible identity as a Sikh Canadian makes it difficult to separate his ethnic background from his political qualifications. Despite Canada's multicultural identity, there are lingering elements of racism and xenophobia that contribute to this skepticism. These sentiments are often masked under other criticisms, such as concerns about his ability to connect with voters or align with Canadian values. However, these arguments reveal underlying biases that continue to affect visible minority leaders in politics. Political ideology versus ethnicity. For many Canadians, opposition to Singh as a potential prime minister has more to do with his political ideology than his ethnicity or religion. As the leader of the NDP, Singh has championed progressive policies such as universal healthcare, affordable housing, and climate action. While these positions resonate with a significant portion of the electorate, they also alienate more conservative voters. Many critics of Singh are concerned about the economic implications of his policies, particularly his stance on higher taxes for corporations and wealth redistribution. This ideological divide is likely a larger factor in Singh's political challenges than his heritage or perceived connection to India. Additionally, Singh's strong advocacy for social justice, including his push for police reform and his outspoken stance on systemic racism, appeals to progressive voters but can also be polarizing in more conservative parts of the country. These policy positions may drive opposition among those who fear the potential economic and social impacts of a left-leaning NDP government. Public opinion and leadership perception. Singh's leadership has been both praised and criticized across different segments of Canadian society. His ability to connect with younger voters and marginalized communities is undeniable, but he has struggled to gain traction with older, more conservative voters who are uncomfortable with the progressive platform of the NDP. Public opinion surveys have consistently shown that Singh enjoys high personal favorability ratings but struggles to convert that into electoral success. This suggests that while Canadians may respect Singh as a leader, they may not necessarily support the NDP's platform or believe in its viability as a governing force.